Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 12th. This week we are going to jump right in here and see what is going on for you at this time. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time, Pisces. Also, feel free to only follow the social media accounts that are linked down below in the description because there are people who are scamming like crazy nowadays. I will never ask you for money. I will never offer personal readings. So if someone offers those things, claiming to be me, it is not me. Make sure to report those people. Plain and simple. But Pisces, let's see here. What is going on for you? I feel like it's super important right away that you avoid some sort of disappointment this week. 5 of Cups right here. I feel like the disappointment is actually over here, is not taking action. You have the action card right here. So I feel like you are being called to take action on something. This first row is all about action. Ace of Wands. Literally a card of getting started, right? It is like the spark of getting started. The Ace of Wands is that spark. It is the roots going down into the soil. It is the getting started. The Magician, needing to get started. Magician is a card number 1. And you have the Chariot, needing to take control, needing to make something happen. Chariot is a card of hard control. You know, we have 2 cards of control, the Strength card and the Chariot. The Strength card is more passive. It is a card of soft control. So I feel this reading is really asking you to take the lead on a situation, really make something happen this week, Pisces. You have this leg up card, and you also have the 3 of Cups. I feel like there are people in your life who want you to be successful. I feel like there are people who want to help you as well, so don't be afraid to ask for help. You even have the 10 of Cups, which is a card of community. So it's like there are people who are willing to help, kind of facilitate things and make things happen. So, don't be afraid to do things with the help of other people, is what I feel this reading is saying. You have the Ace of Wands, the Magician, and the Chariot. This is like a victory, number 1. I mean, the Chariot is a big win, some sort of victory or a success coming in for you here. It's something that you've been trying to manifest because the Magician is, of course, a card of manifestation and using your powers of manifestation. And the Chariot is as above, so below. There are stars in his canopy here, Pisces, and it kind of represents trying to manifest something here on Earth, right? And the Ace of Wands is something that you desire. So I feel like you're trying to manifest something here. There's something about it. I don't know yet where this disappointment is going because you have Ace of Wands, 10 of Cups, really good, to the 5 of Cups. It's like needing to see that there's a blessing maybe in a loss, or this could be too much thinking, right? Hangman right here. So I would be careful of that. Again, we're going to clarify. We're going to see what this is all about in just a second here, Pisces. But it is interesting. This is like a new beginning, and I feel like you need to take action on a new beginning. Every one of those cards represents a new beginning. So, Pisces, let's see here. Page of Cups could be a passionate new beginning in love. So there could be kind of like a new beginning in a love situation. You have the 8 of Pentacles here and the 2 of Swords as well. It's like... I get a little bit of Pisces stubbornness here. I'm a Pisces, so I'm not. People always get offended whenever I call Pisces out. I'm like, I'm calling myself out here too, as well. So, I'm getting like a little bit of stubbornness. I feel for some of you, it's like maybe you're stuck in your current position, or you're feeling stuck. 2 of Swords, you need to take your blindfold off, because then you can see these 2 rocks that are in the water behind you, and you can also see the new land as well that is behind her. So it's kind of like a card that says you could stay stuck where you are, or you can choose to open your eyes and see the new opportunities that are behind you. And they're not really behind her either. They're more really in front of her if she were to turn around. Because again, they're not behind her because she would be, if she were to go to those new lands, she would be going somewhere where she has never been before. She would be experiencing things that she has never experienced in her life before either. So I feel for some of you there is a need to kind of like leave a comfort zone. Even the Chariot, he is leaving where he has always been as well. He is leaving the city that is in the background. He doesn't really know where he is going. And these two Sphinxes, they represent mysteries, but they also represent the universe in a lot of ways. He has no reins that are attached to those Sphinxes, so he's kind of just trusting that the universe is going to guide him, which could be very scary. Could lead to a disappointment. It could lead to blessings in this direction as well, because you have the Four Swords here. Four Swords represents, people always ask me, why does it represent blessings? And it's because of this stained glass window that's right above my finger there, and there is a person who is being blessed in that window. So I feel like kind of, allowing the universe to guide you is guiding you towards this like new beginning that could be full of blessings. The Eight of Pentacles, I'm kind of getting a strange message here as well in the Eight of Pentacles. It's saying to me that you have done a lot of work, but it's saying like, why not get the rewards are the words that I'm getting here, Pisces. For some of you, it's almost like you have, I don't really know how to say this without sounding bad, but it's almost like you've outgrown a situation here, Pisces, or you've improved yourself, or you've kind of taken your life to the next level, but you could be staying stuck at a certain level. And I feel like the Eight of Pentacles it's almost like the universe is asking me to ask you, like, why aren't you accepting these rewards? And it's almost like that the change is the reward. So it's like if you're leaving a relationship and there's a new one that's much better coming in for you, something passionate, something where there's a lot of love, clearly, with that Page of Cups and Ace of Wands. It could also be saying that maybe you want to move or travel or do something you've never done before, Two of Swords. And it's like all your rewards are there, but I feel like you need to, and it's kind of like that Eight of Pentacles is saying you've done all the work to earn the rewards, so why not go and get them? But the only way to get them is going to be through action. In this whole entire first row is through taking an action. For some of you, it could be starting a new business, starting a new job, starting a new relationship. It clearly has to do with getting started. Again, the spark is what's important here with that Ace of Wands. You have this leg up card. I feel two ways about this. Part of me feels that you are going to be getting a leg up, which I definitely feel is true with the Ten of Cups, Three of Cups here. It's like people are lifting you up. I also feel that you are just being lifted up, like you're going to the next level with this leg up energy. Your life is being kind of upgraded here. You have the Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups, and the Hierophant here as well. Something is changing with this Hierophant energy. Hierophant can represent kind of like our belief system. It is a card of traditional beliefs, but I feel a change here because the Ten of Wands, again, a lot of work with the Ten of Wands is a card of, burdens and carrying heavy burdens, but it kind of also just represents all this work that you've been doing, and you're about to get to the end. He's about to reach this village down there, and he's about to put down his burdens. The Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty, just good things coming in after a difficult period of time. But it's like there's some sort of change here. I kind of feel like part of me feels this message doesn't really necessarily fit with the cards, Pisces, but I read intuitively. And so kind of like what I'm getting here is that you feel like it's like you don't fit into a situation any longer. And I don't know why I'm hesitating, but I feel like hesitating, probably because of this Hangman energy here, Pisces. But it's like you no longer fit into a situation, and you're being upgraded to something else. Like what? Four Cups here. Four Cups is all the past disappointments, though. Four Cups is all the work that you've put in for many, many years, hoping for progress. If you've been trying to progress in business, I feel like you've been putting a lot of work into businesses, and they never get anywhere. If you have been trying to have love, you've been putting a lot of work into love, and it probably always ends in the same way. And, and this goes for other things in your life as well. I feel like the Four of Cups is almost like a cycle. Not really a cycle. It's almost like a curse that you've been trying to break here, Pisces. You have the Two of Cups. This is different. This right here is different. This is something different. And I feel like really this Five of Cups here in this first diagonal is saying you need to gain a new perspective. He's looking at something one way when it's really another. And that's what this reading is saying to me. If he were to turn around, he would see these two cups. He would also see the bridge that leads to a castle. It's almost like the Five of Cups could be you thinking that a relationship is going to turn out one way when it's really going to turn into something much better. Ten of Cups, Two of Cups, perfect match, a soulmate, something that's going to last for the rest of your life. Same thing in business or whatever. To me, this is like saying don't give up on something that you've been trying to manifest for a very long period of time. Six of Swords, improvements. Six of Swords says you're leaving the choppy waters. I feel this is an interesting reading, Pisces, because it's almost like something you've been working for a very long time. It's like you're finally getting it, but you're also doubting it and fearing it at the same time, probably because of the Four of Cups. For whatever reason, I just feel that Four of Cups is talking about, again, a repeat story, repeat cycle, things always being the same, things never changing, all that other stuff. So that's kind of like what I'm getting here. Next, you have the Three of Cups, definitely a celebration coming in for you. I do also feel that this is talking about assistance. And yeah, you have the Tower as well. I feel like you've experienced too many towers in your life. But for the most part, I feel like this is talking about like assistance coming in for you, because it's like you're rebuilding something here. I feel like you've already experienced the Tower here, Pisces. You have the Four Swords, the Hangman, and the Five of Cups. I feel like this row is asking you to not really put yourself on pause, but I feel like it's asking you to say to yourself, there could be another way. With this Five of Cups energy and the Hangman. The Hangman is about gaining a new perspective. Again, seeing things differently, seeing things in another way. So if you feel that relationships only hurt you and people run away and people cheat on you, I feel like this last row is saying, yes, that happened to you probably multiple times, right? But that's not necessarily always going to happen. And because, again, he's looking at things one way. He's looking at the Three Cups that have spilt. He's not looking at the two, again, that could lead to the bridge and the castle, which is much, much better than what he's experienced in the past. Same thing in business or work. It's like you've tried things many, many different ways, and it probably hasn't worked. But I feel like if you could just see things differently, it's going to change everything for you, Pisces. Let's see. You have the a bunch of cards popping out here. Ace of Pentacles. I don't take pop outs. You have the Knight of Swords, Three Cups again. Again, someone or either a person or a group of people are going to come into your life and help you, because the Three Cups is a card of community. Knight of Swords is someone rushing in. It's also just a very speedy card. So I do feel like things, and it makes sense with the Chariot, because the Chariot and the Knight of Swords is momentum. It basically says things in your life are going to be speeding up significantly once you make this change. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Your destiny changes. Plain and simple. Really, I would say your destiny never changes. I feel like, our destiny is to create our own reality, and the Wheel of Fortune is your personal vision for your life. So it's like you're back on track. And the Four of Pentacles. Do not hold on too tightly to your old story, Pisces, is what the Four of Pentacles says. The Three Cups here on the Five of Cups. Three Cups twice. How crazy is that? Three Cups twice. Three Cups. Needing to focus on the Two Cups. It's almost like you're holding on too tightly to your old story here, and I feel like you need to release it. For some of you, again, maybe your story is that you always get cheated on, that you always get lied to, that someone always runs away. I feel like once you change the story, you're going to experience something different. Same thing in work or business. Maybe your story is that you're never going to be successful. But I feel like once you change the story to you always being successful, then you're going to be successful. Very simple reading, because really it's just saying to me, it's almost like temperance energy. I feel like you're just taking a negative, turning into a positive. Wheel of Fortune, totally possible. We control the direction of the wheel with our vibrations. So everything here is saying be careful of your manifestations here, Pisces. Two of Swords. I want to ask for an outcome. And so your outcome, Two of Swords so far. Page of Cups, something new right here. So whatever this new thing is, could be new love for a lot of you. And the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is kind of like slow and steady, but Knight of Pentacles always accomplishes his goal. So you will accomplish something great. I feel like you need to ignore the last 2 months or so, Pisces. I feel like things have been going okay, and then like the last 2 months were a little bit, sketchy in a lot of ways. Even though Pisces, even though Jupiter was in Pisces, I feel like there's other stuff going on that's kind of like weird, and has probably been making you feel weird and making you judge situations. I feel like you have a lot to gain, and you need to realize that here, Pisces. You have the High Priestess. Trust your intuition. Again, you show up like twice here, so you're showing up in a very strong position in this reading. And so I like that. There's a lot of potential, again, mysteries, a lot of mystery here. You have the Chariot, the Two of Swords twice, and the High Priestess. It's like there's a lot of mystery, like what's going on behind her curtain, but I feel like you just have to see. Hangman, again. and the Three of Pentacles, all these threes. So in Three of Pentacles, by the way, represents needing to manifest something here on Earth. There's this triangle up here with those three pentacles at the top. That's a fire triangle, represents needing to take action. There's also a triangle right here, represents an upside down triangle, the water triangle, and it represents needing to take action, needing to take something from idea, belief, down to earth, which is right here, boom, the action card. So I feel for a lot of you, this is saying you need to make something you need to ground something in reality. And that's what I feel like this reading is saying for you, Pisces. Pretty straightforward reading, really good, because it's like you're going to be living some sort of dream here, Pisces, if you do this, whatever your fantasy dream life is. Definitely a lot of potential, but you're going to have to you're going to have to kind of like Two of Swords. You're going to have to go to the new lands that are behind you. I feel like you need to kind of see how much you have to gain. Amazing, Pisces. There's like some sort of significant change coming in for you here, but I like it. So thank you for being here, Pisces. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support, Pisces, but thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.